Hello, my absolutely beautiful Sagittarius friends, and welcome to your horoscope for March of 2022. We're Sagittarius this month. First of all, we've got the planets in direct forward moving motion. So there is this sense as we travel through March of, okay, we're not on hold anymore. Finally, some things are moving forward. Those applications I put in, that thing I've been waiting to hear about, decisions I've been waiting to make, boom, I can go ahead and move forward. And it's really like bringing that springtime refreshing vibe to the areas of your life. And I love that. I mean, we have spring cleaning, or the idea of spring cleaning, that comes around every year. And we definitely do that at our house. But this is like the life spring cleaning, just because energy gets moving forward. Now, we do have one planet that is going to move into its pre-retrograde shadow time. And I'll talk about that, but we're not going to actually see the retrograde until June. So we can really kind of count on the fact that energies are moving forward. But what they're moving forward on, Sagittarius, are a lot of things that we've maybe felt on hold with between November and February of 2022. November 2021 to February 2022. So think about what's been coming up for you. What happened for you during the retrograde period? What have you seen? And it's just kind of felt on hold. Now it's like, ooh, revitalization. Let's move forward. All right, Sagittarius, let's jump in here and see what's going on this month. So first of all, at the beginning of the month, coming in, we've got a lovely new moon happening in the energy of Pisces. Now, this is going to be at 12 degrees and light up your fourth house space. Fourth house, home, family, real estate, property, your roots, anything that kind of takes you to ground, your parents, structures in your life like property. You can look at that under this particular fourth house energy. Now, as we're having the new moon here, planets are forward, energy's moving forward. You plant your seeds of intention to begin something here. To begin something intuitive, begin something creative, to begin to bring something to transition, culmination, add more creativity into your space. I actually, when I was going through the horoscope, Sagittarius, one of the things I keep seeing, and please let me know if this is you or an experience that you're having, of like painting in your house, going back to painting, going back to dancing, something creative, but very much so this sense of painting. So my Sagittarian painters, please let me know, what are you doing that is along the lines of painting? My daughter is a Sagittarius and she's a phenomenal artist. So I'm interested to see how this impacts her this next month as well. But whatever it is for you, plant your seeds of intention. Are you looking for a new home? Do you need help with renovations in your home or to bring them to a close? Are you having a baby? Is your baby going off to college or Italy or traveling? What's happening around your home zone that has this sense of transition? That's very much so where you can plant your seeds of intention. Now on the 6th, a little bit of a busy energetic day, because we're going to see Mars move into the energy of Aquarius, which will light up your third house space. The third house, communication, siblings, learning, people in early education, think anybody high school and below, websites, books, writing, contracts, negotiations, buying, selling, real estate, things in the housing market. I put all of those into this third house space. Aquarius is naturally quite social. So this is an energy as Mars moves into Aquarius in your third house. You're ready for progress, progressing forward. There's some social context that may be about it. And also your thinking may be a lot more innovative. Your actions are maybe more innovative. What actions are you taking to help this area of your life progress? Now, just a few minutes later, 7-8 minutes later, Venus is going to also come into the energy of Aquarius. This, I think, has a very big impact, not only because the lovers, Venus and Mars, are traveling together, which is a nice impact of energy. That is really delicious as these two come into conjunction in this space. It's magnetic, it's social meets innovation, it's good for money, it's good for if conflicts or relationships need some soothing. It's great for all of those things. But the fact that Venus has been on hold in her travels through Capricorn for so long, the movement into Aquarius really gives us a very big burst of energy. Now, I also want you to think back to the beginning of January 2022, where we saw Mercury come into the energy of Aquarius before it retrograded. Now, what What things were on your mind? What contracts, what social things were coming up for you? Now with Venus coming into Aquarius, you're not only prepared to make decisions, but you can also make the investment, right? You can also have some balance. This area becomes magnetic. So the third house, if you've got products to sell, you've got a book to put out there, you need to look at a housing market, you need to travel, any of those things, this area becomes magnetized to make those decisions and have them be pretty solid. Come on here. When we get to the 7th of the month, we'll see Neptune move into its pre-retrograde shadow position, okay? 22 degrees of Pisces. Now, we're not going to see this retrograde happen until June, but you do want to know that, we're hearing everything's direct, we're not in any retrograde cycle. Well, we are. We still have a planet getting ready to move into its wave of pre-retrograde shadow time. So just be mindful that it is here and keep an eye on 22 degrees of Pisces and what's starting to slowly come to your consciousness and attention, okay? On the 9th, we see Mercury move now into the energy of Pisces. So we had that new moon happen in Pisces where you planted your seeds of intention to begin something, give something a fresh start, whatever that looks like. Now, as Mercury comes into Pisces, you're prepared with some savvy decision-making energy. But Mercury in Pisces is said to be in fall because it's not full strength. Mercury wants to move and groove and get information and facts and it cannot do that in the energy in Pisces. It is like trying to get facts and see clearly into details in water. That's exactly what it's like. So the strength of Mercury in Pisces becomes the emotional, intuitive, and spiritual intelligence. So what you're making decisions on that new moon has brought to your table, you have to feel through them. You have to get attuned to the reality of, am I in vibration with what I'm asking to come into my life? Am I in vibration? Am I in an attractive enough consciousness to make this decision? Or what is it showing me about the vibration of this area? Now, you could also find in your 4th house, it just gets busy. Mercury coming to your 4th house, regardless of what sign it's in, you may have more information happening, right? You could have more texts, more emails, more decisions, more conversations that need to be had. And I will tell you with Mercury and Pisces, slow down, check the vibe, trust your gut and your intuition, and ask for clarification of details if you need it, okay? As we get to the 18th, we've got a full moon happening in the energy of Virgo at 27 degrees. Now, the full moon says that something needs to be ended, acknowledged, or adjusted, but there's a lot of light, and a lot of light at the tip top of your chart, because this is the 10th house, is incredibly useful for you. First of all, it will help you see things in your career. And if you're one of my one of my Sagittarius friends that is not working, you're retired, you stay at home, whatever, I'm still talking to you. What you do, what your title is, what your role is, gets a lot of light shown on it at this time. And this can be promotion. This can be advancement. And what does that look like if you're not working? Maybe you went from being, this person to being mother, being wife, being husband, being grandmother, being community liaison. What is it in your title that you're able to see? Now, the brilliance of Virgo is that Virgo wants the areas of our lives to be the very best, the most healthy that they can absolutely be. So Virgo works with discernment. So in the areas of your career, what do you need to end, acknowledge, or adjust? Because you're able to discern that it could be a little bit better, a little healthier, be more of service to other people and to yourself. Virgo at the 10th house will also help you redo your daily routine if it is off kilter in some way, shape, or form. So keep an eye on that. Let me know how that manifests for you, okay? On the 20th, we see the sun move into the energy of Aries, lighting up your 5th house space, fellow fire energy. The sun brings light, heat, life, and motivation, and now we are motivated like an Aries to 5th house, express ourselves, take a risk, fall in love, let the pleasure center of your life get lit up. Things with children get active, and that includes making children, adopting children, stepchildren, all of the children things. If you are sports, this is a time that could be busy for you. You could see a lot happening. As well, I want to tell you, if you are one of the If you do something that takes a risk, whether it's gambling and working with the stock market, absolutely is included in gambling. Any of those kinds of things, the fifth house is very well supported. But now you're going to move like an Aries, very direct. I'm here to win. I'm motivated by a desire that I have in this area to express. Now, what you don't want to do while the sun is having this travel all the way until April 19th is you don't want to just be impulsive. Right? Now you'll get some help waning out a little bit of the impulsivity and getting clearer on the details on the 27th when Mercury moves into the energy of Pisces as well, into the energy of Aries as well. You can tell it's Mercury retrograde. So as Mercury comes into the energy of Aries, joining the sun, we become, boom, I want to make a decision. Very much so straight at it. I'm straightforward. I am decision oriented at this time, maybe quick thinking, quick conversation. So make sure that you're not making emotional decisions impulsively, but absolutely take a chance. Be the executive decision maker in your life at this particular time. Now, also remember though, you're not the only one experiencing this particular transit. So as you're dealing with other people, you may have to balance out assertive versus aggressive. And you may have to give your fellow humans a little bit of grace as they're experiencing this transit as well, okay? All right, my beautiful Sagittarians, I can't wait to see what this month holds for you. Happy new season. You know, if we're in the north, we're going to experience some springtime. If you are not in the north, you're going to experience some fall. So whatever season you're experiencing, I'm sending you lots and lots and lots of love. Like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you every week, and I look forward to also seeing you next month. Bye, Sag.